Hello and welcome to another Lego knockoff slash bootleg set. This is Sheng Yuan's Pokemon. They didn't even change the name. It's apparently during the hype of, well, it's still kind of hyping, of Pokemon Go. And this is SY620. We have Ash, 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 and Ash, Misty, and Trainer. I played a little bit of Pokemon. I don't watch any of the anime, although I do think Pikachu is really cute. I've played Pokken Tournament. I played for one of the Game Boy Color ones. I think it was normal Game Boy one. I think it was the Pikachu, the yellow one, and I did play through most of one of the DS ones. It had some slight 3D bits to it, but I didn't finish that one. I was just like, la 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 la, I'll go play something else, and didn't go back. So, oopsies. But yeah, so my Pokemon knowledge is pretty limited to pretty much just being Asian, or half Asian, and knowing a bit of Pokemon because I'm half Asian. Just like every Asian seems to know a little bit about Dragon Ball Z or Gundam because we just can't escape it. So, anyway, and we've got 8 figures here with 8 Pokemon, and some of these Pokemon designs have been spotted before by different bootleg brands because they probably copied the design from someone online. And Sheng Yuan has also released, or at least going to release very soon, a Pokemon Trainer set, no, Pokemon Center set, where he actually built an entire center. And I'm going to check that out if I can, the actual center. It's probably going to get quite a lot of views, just like the Avengers mock base that Sheng Yuan released. The back of the boxes show the basic assembly guide for the minifigure as well as how to assemble some of these Pokemon because, well, the Pokemons aren't minifigures, so they do require a little bit of finicky assembly. The instructions are pretty easy when you do have them. If you lose the boxes, then you're a little bit screwed just by looking at the covers. They're not impossible just by looking at the covers of the box, but a little bit iffy. But yeah, once you have the instructions, they are pretty easy to deal with. On the side of the boxes, you got the barcode and stuff. And on this side you have a picture of all different figures you get in this set. Each box of course has a different color, but that's the only difference really. And top of the box shows the different Pokemons, again, the image you get on the top. One side of the box shows all the different trainers or minifigures you get in this wave. Here's a look at the top of the box showing the trainer and the Pokemon again. And the other side of the box shows the barcode and the logo of well, this toy. Here we have the 8 Pokemon. We have, I think this is either Mew or Mewtwo. Some of these have minifigure heads, some of them don't. I'm a little bit mixed on these. On the one hand, they're kinda to scale according to the minifigure, at least Pika is, for example. But to be honest, I'd much rather have minifigure renditions of some of these Pokemons. Pikachu can have short legs and a little tail on the back, and a little headpiece to go on top of the head maybe. And you know, Mew is pretty much humanoid shape, so it can be a human body. But the other ones, yeah, I'm not quite sure how you can turn them into minifigures. But they all have printed bits, and all the printed bits do look decent enough. So you got the minifigure head here with Mew or Mewtwo, and it's got a big tail thing, which is just a banana piece molded in purple. You got this one here, this ghost type Pokemon. I forgot the name of it. And again, it has a printed piece here, so all these. But pretty unique to have printed pieces like this. These two were not in the previous Pokemon stuff I reviewed, but other sets now, including Lily, I think has produced similar Pokemon builds. This is Bulbasaur, yeah, built fine. Again, has a printed face. Comparing this to the previous Pokemon knockoff Lego stuff I reviewed, the Bulbasaur and the pieces on that, the clutch was all over the place. Some pieces too tight, some pieces too loose. But all of these pieces here, because Sheng Yuan's pretty decent, all these pieces here are pretty good. None of them's too tight, too loose. So that's great. We have a Charizard here who has a fiery tail, but doesn't look good at all. It's just like a kind of bad build. These are almost better if they didn't put the minifigure's head here because it's like a distraction. If it's just like a micro build and people look at these and think, okay, this kind of looks like a Pokemon, reminds me of Pokemon, that would be great. But instead, they put printed elements and minifigure heads here, and that makes it look it kind of clashes with the style. But I guess people will find use for these minifigure heads in other places, maybe. Pikachu here has printed faceplate, printed ears, and a printed tail. So there's quite a bit of printed elements there. Pretty good. The tail, just so you can get a closer look. Oops. right there. So yeah, it's printed, and we have I forgot this one, but a lot of girls like this one. It's like a sexy fox, but here's not quite sexy fox because it has a goblin headpiece for the ears. And also this sort of fur piece that you can get in Craven the Hunter, etc. And also brown banana tail. So if you want to simulate a moldy or gone up banana, you can use this as a piece. Squirtle here looks a bit too happy. And yeah, the back's a bit off. And finally Pidgey. I think that's Pidgey, right? Everyone's favorite Pokemon in Pokemon Go. As a printed block there. First four minifigures here, they all could be Ash, I guess. I mean, that one's the most Ash, but this one's kind of Ash too. And Ash 3, Ash 4. So all Pokemon trainers, and all 8 of these trainers, you'll see in a moment, all have different Pokeballs. One of them does come with the original one, and I recognize some of these as like a special Pokeball, like the yellow one is like an ultimate ball, right? Or I can't remember. But yeah, all different patterns, and I imagine these are different Pokeballs that you would get from the Pokemon Go game, because I know you can buy different Pokeballs. Some are tougher than others. So anyway, close a look at the figures themselves, and yeah, they all got that anime style going on. We just remove the hats. Yeah, the anime style works for some of them, at least these two. This one looks really creepy because the anime's eyes are really big and stretched, so that looks a bit off. And this guy's an extra piece here of a little hoodie piece, so that's pretty cool. So the hoodie piece is made out of hard plastic, and I don't think official Lego has done it in this color yet, so those looking for custom pieces, there you go, you can get one from here. And all of them on the back have a different facial expression as well as back body print. But even this one has a little line there printed on there, not really necessary. The shoes on the front are printed, but they're not printed on the side or the back, so that's a little bit distracting. And some of you might have guessed it, the hats that they have do not cover up the secondary face, so you end up with, well, I guess this is the ghost Pokemon pretending to be a human. Next 4 characters here, thank God for some variation. Well, not this guy, he's doing like another Ash. And he actually has the classic red Pokeball. Hooray! Got a yellow ball there, a heart ball, and some red plus shaped ball. By the way, all these Pokeballs are printed on the sort of little Technic end piece. So you got the plus shape Technic bit on the bottom, which is yeah, pretty cool. I've seen some brands that printed these Pokeballs on just like flat coin pieces, which yeah, looks okay, I guess, but the ball shape really makes it pop out. I don't mind either. Both of them have their merits. The plus shape one is more in scale, I guess, and also fits nice in the hand, whereas these ones are actually ball shaped, so they actually look like Pokeballs, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, yeah, 4 figures here again. They're all printed pretty well. Misty here, apart from the short shorts, of course, she doesn't have any printing on the side of her legs, so it looks like her pants are completely ripped. Cue creepy fan art. Also want to point out here that the Misty's hair is actually a soft rubbery plastic that's a little bit annoying to put onto the head, but once it's on there, it does stay on pretty well. And here we are with the 4 characters with their headpieces off. And just like the other 4, they have shoes printed, but again, there's no printing on the side, so it's distracting. Whoa, Misty, what's going on there? That's gone a bit kinky. And yes, you can guess, this guy also, his face doesn't get covered up by the cap. At least the other 3 have long hair, which does cover up the secondary face. And Misty looks pissed off here. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't blame her. Her pants are completely ripped or have been sucked up into her butthole or butt crack. It's jammed right up there, probably by the pervy Pokemon type decided to come up to her and be like, and do stuff. And yeah, the blue one on the end, he also has a hood going on, but he doesn't have a hood piece, which, come on, Xingyan, you gave us 1 hood piece, can we have another one? Just 1 more? That'd be nice. I also want to point out that as always, Xingyan, each figure has a spare hand according to the color. So there we go. The figures are overall pretty decent, but no side printing is making them pretty distracting on some of the stuff, especially when they're missing pants or the shoes just don't work. I actually much preferred if these shoes were not printed. That would at least make it a little bit better, or having slightly different colored legs for Misty at least. That would have been a better option right there. But all the figures overall are pretty decent. The printed Pokeballs are really nice. They're printed pretty much spot on all of these. I think I saw someone who had one misprinted one somewhere who commented on my Facebook page, but apart from that, I haven't seen any other people complain or had misprinted balls. So that's totally fine. The Pokemon themselves, they're a bit of a mixed bag. Well, I think I would have preferred all of them if they didn't have any printed elements, whereas instead they were just sort of micro builds of the figures, or maybe instead of having micro builds, you actually have minifigures with Pokemon prints on them, like either one or the other, but being a bit in the middle, I don't think it works too well. If you like the Pokemon, I mean, the print stuff is pretty good, so if you like what you see here, you like the design, then definitely check this out. This is one of the better Pokemon bootleg Lego out there. Some of the other ones I've seen are pretty poorly printed, like the Lily ones don't look too good. I don't have a set yet. I might review that when I come around to it. And the previous set that I reviewed had really bad clutch, and also didn't come with any Pokeballs, and all the trainers didn't look that special. So here, at least, even if you don't like the design of the Pokemons, the Pokeballs and the minifigures themselves are very nicely done. And so you might want to check that out. And of course, with the Pokemon here, it does mean that the minifigures do not get any other display stands or anything like that. So you're going to have to get your own display stages. Still, I do recommend this set a lot if you like Pokemon. Hey, if you like what you see here or think it was useful, please consider clicking the like button, subscribe button, sharing it with other people, and hopefully you can check out my other videos on official and bootleg Lego with adblock turned off. I'd appreciate that a lot. You can also support this channel more by heading over to Patreon and contributing a little bit if you think I deserve it. We want to do more with this channel and do more animation, for example. And I've just uploaded the trailer of an animation on my original Digger 318 page, so you can check that out if you want. The actual video is going to come out in November the 1st with a behind the scenes video coming out just the Friday before that film gets released. So hopefully you can check that out as well. Again, without an adblock, that'd be nice. And as always, you don't have to do any of that. Take care, have a nice day. I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye now.